Welcome back to the channel. Today we are learning sorting and filtering in Excel step by step using real practice datasets. By the end of this video, you will know how to sort data alphabetically, sort from largest to smallest, apply filters to show only the rows you need, and work with multi-level sorting so your data stays organized. This is the dataset that we'll be using. I will provide it in the video description so you can use it as well. Before sorting or filtering, the most important thing is to make sure your data has clear headers. Each column should represent one type of information, like name, data, sales, or status. Also, keep your data in a clean table so Excel can recognize it properly. So here the dataset again, you can copy it, paste it into an empty Excel sheet, bold the header row, convert the range into a table. So first of all, you can click Control A or Command A on Mac. You can choose Insert and here click Table, or using the shortcut Control T. Turning your data into a table makes sorting and filtering much easier because Excel automatically adds filter rows to each column. Let's start with the simplest sort. If I want to organize the customer names alphabetically, I click the drop-down arrow in the customer name column and choose Sort A to Z. So here, the customer name, I click the customer name filter arrow and I can choose Sort A to Z. Excel rearranges the entire row, not just the names, so every order still stays connected to the correct customer. Now let's reverse it and sort Z to A. So here in the customer name filter arrow, I click Sort Z to A. Excel moves full rows together. Sorting is also useful for numbers. Let's sort by total sales from largest to smallest so the biggest orders appear at the top. Click Total Sales, filter arrow, and here sort largest to smallest. This is a great way to identify your top performing sales, biggest expenses, or highest value in any report. Because order dates are real dates, Excel can sort them from oldest to newest or newest to oldest. So again, click the order date filter arrow, and here you can choose sort newest to oldest, or you can choose sort oldest to newest. This is especially useful for monthly reports, project timelines, and invoice tracking. Now, let's say you want a more advanced sort. For example, first sort by region, and then inside each region, sort by total sales from largest to smallest. That is called a multi-level sort. So to do that, first, let's select the table, Command A on Mac or Control A on Windows, go to the Data tab, click Custom Sort, and here in the column choose the region and keep it ascending, which is, as you see, the ascending is from A to Z. Also, you can add another level, so we will choose the total sales. We are choosing total sales, and here we will choose the descending order. We click OK. This gives you grouped, organized data that is much easier to analyze. So as you see, it was organized by region and the biggest or largest sales in that region. Use multi-level sort when one sort is not enough. Filtering is different from sorting. Sorting changes the order of your data. Filtering hides rows that don't match your criteria. Usually, filter is already enabled when you convert your data into a table, as we did at the beginning. So you will see it here, or you can go to the Data tab and you will see it here. When you filter, the data is not deleted, it is just temporarily hidden. Let's filter the table to show only delivered orders. Let's go to the status. Here in this column, click on the filter arrow, and here select only delivered. So remove cancelled and pending. Click apply. Now we can focus only on completed orders. So filtering shows only what matters. You can also search inside a filter. For example, if I want only the sales reps named Emma, I can use the search box in the filter menu. Open the sales rep filter. Search for Emma. And here select the matching results. So select all search results. Apply. Here you can see only the sales rep for Emma. This is very useful when working with large lists. Excel also lets you filter by numbers. Suppose I want only orders where total sales are greater than 200. Open Total Sales filter, and here you see the number filter. Choose greater than, and here type is greater than 200. Hit enter or OK. Now you will see only the total sales that above 200 or greater than 200. It shows only the rows that meet that condition. So we can also check another examples like equals, let's say 300. We don't have any. Or let's say between. So let's go here and the number filter between 100 and 300. That's it. So you can filter by these conditions for your data. Date filters are excellent for time-based reports. You can filter by month, quarter, year, or a custom date range. Open the order date filter, and here choose the filter you want. Let's say last year. So all we have here is from last year. For example, if you want only February orders, you can filter the dates to show that month alone. So here I choose February and apply. So all the orders from February. When you are done, you can clear one filter or clear all filters to bring back every row. Click Filter a row, choose Clear Filter from Order Date. Or you can go to Data tab, and here in the filter, when you select the table, you can choose Clear Filters. This restores the full data sets without losing anything. Let's talk about common mistakes. Mistake number 1, sorting only one column manually. One common mistake is sorting only one column by itself. That breaks the relationship between the columns and ruins the data. For example, this is your data set. If you choose only one column, and let's say you want to sort it with the ascending order, so you click Sort Ascending. Let's say you want to just sort this specific column. So you see nothing changes in these columns. So they are not matching now. It's not recommended to sort only one column at a time. Mistake number 2 is missing headers. So another mistake is forgetting to include headers. Excel needs clear labels to know how to sort and filter correctly. So your table should have header. When you have these data and you want, for example, custom sort, you have to check that my data has headers. So Excel automatically will have the first row as headers. Mistake number 3 is blank rows inside your data. For example, if you have an empty row, let's say this row is empty, this interrupt sorting and filtering. Always keep your data clean and continuous. I will give you another data set for exercising that has these columns: name, department, city, age, experience years, salary, and employment status. So you have these practice tasks. Sort the age from smallest to largest, filter only full-time employees, show only employees in Amsterdam, filter salary greater than 60,000, and sort department from A to Z, then salary from largest to smallest. Now you know how to sort data, apply filters, use multi-level sorting. These are simple tools, but they save a huge amount of time once you start using them regularly. If this tutorial helped you, subscribe for more Excel lessons and let me know in the comments what topic you want next. See you!